Hey guys, welcome back to Kuma Style Reviews. What we have here is one that I've really been looking forward to. This is by NeoArt Toys. This is NT-09 Leonidas. This is their Beast Muscle series, and this is the EVA color matching version. So as you can see, it's Evangelion colored. I have the arming tree in the background there. No, this does not come with the figure. Gotta buy it separately. But I got mine from TF Direct. Awesome price, and their customer service is really good. So cool to get this, and it's crazy. It took a month to get to me. But to knock it out, just right off the bat, we're going to do a comparison to... Now, this isn't the original Leonidas. That would be PEDX05. This is the latest one, PEDX08. This is the origin version of Leonidas. So you can see the design on them is a lot different. In this latest version of the Perfect Effect version, they gave it a lot more of a original feel from the original Beast Wars series that it was from, in terms of the chest, head sculpt, etc., where the PEDX05, the very first Leonidas, original, not origin, looked just like this, except in these colors. So just to get a comparison of the two in terms of quality and things like that, you know, my origin Leonidas isn't too bad, and my original Leonidas wasn't too bad either. But this one, the NeoArt Toys version, really does blow it away in terms of just tightness of joints and things like that. It's awesome. Now, the thighs and things like that, it's pretty cool because you can see, move it around, shake it, really no problem. Nothing's really, he's got funny heels in general, just the mold. But with this one, this is actually, you see once I picked it up, how they kind of just went back together, and this is after polishing, so there's a lot of floppiness in there. Even with my original, as well as Xerxes, I've had 3 versions of this. You see how that really doesn't do a lot in terms of that ab crunch there. It's supposed to really have a click there, but with the NeoArt Toys version, there's a really strong and legitimate ratchet. I've just got to move his arrow pocket out of the way. Just overall, it's tighter. I don't know exactly what they refined. I'm not an engineer. I'm not in the factories or anything like that. But in terms of quality, I would say that if anybody's looking to buy the original, not origin, version of Leonidas, to go with the NeoArt Toys version. Because if it's like this, you're going to get a lot better luck on the QC. But anyway, just look-see comparison between the two. I think there's a place for both in your collection, especially with this one being such a unique color deco there. Yeah, just like I said, wanted to give you guys a side-by-side. But alright, here's Beast Muscle Leonidas, EVA color matching version. Just to give you guys a measurement here, just like the rest of them, it is just about 8 inches tall. You guys are roundabout here. And while I'm doing this, big shout outs actually to a pretty good friend of mine in the collecting community, Jason, or Get Right Robot Customizer. He's actually the first one to do an EVA inspired deco on the Leonidas mold. He did that a while back, and he made a good penny on the auction for it. It looked really clean, but man, as much as I wanted that one, I couldn't pay over $1,000 for it. Well, I guess I could, but, you know, not feasible at the time. But it's cool to see that, you know, a company at least took the idea, and this doesn't. It's not a direct copy or anything like that. Like the color, spacing and things like that, selection, you know, I don't know where to call it, where you put the colors and things like that, or positioning. It's not the same, but at the same time they both look really good, and it's cool that I'm able to own one, thanks in part, I'm sure, to Get Right Robot and his ideology or whatever. So big props to him. Go to GetRightRobot.com, check out his stuff, etc., etc. Alright, and just give me a scrolling view of both sides. Just really good color separation on this. While going over the back of this, it needs to be said that even the attachments for like the tailpiece, that plate back there, even the crossbow, they're way tighter than the original. And this has already been reviewed several times, this mold on this channel. This is actually the 4th variant of this mold, so I'm not going to go over posability, transformation, stuff like that. It's a waste of your time and mine. So just to show off a couple of poses, show off some of the weapons and stuff like that, you know, we're going to go with the Obari here. It does come with the 2 swords as well. Alright, and here's just an airborne pose. If you notice, though, the stand actually doesn't have the PE logo or anything like that on it, which I actually appreciate because I'm going to find a nerve stick or something like that to go ahead and place on there instead. If I can find a water slide, even better. Alright, just a good looking piece. Alright, and here's his line mode. And even the tail's a lot stronger than the original version. I don't know what they did with the joints on this thing, but, you know, I'm happy that they did. Adjust that foot some so the heel holds. And yeah. Just little stuff like that. And that's not a problem with this, it's this mold in general, like, just the feet are funny. Alright. And just like the original, the mouth on the lion head moves. You do the mane a bit differently. All of these pieces up top. And the visor comes off as well. I think it looks really cool without the visor. Take a look at that face. Something about the colors, like that Eva Deco just works on this mold really, really well. Angle the guns a bit. Now, not a ton of posability on this guy. I mean, you can he just works with his elbows and his feet like the original. Get that some. Trying to get him into a bit more of a pouncing stance. All right. Got him from above. Angle the camera in, a little bit of zoom. But overall, this is a solid piece. Definitely a good effort from NeoArt Toys. Their Beast Muscle series. It's cool because it gives people the ability to find this older mold while having improvements on it as well. Because a big part of the reason that a lot of people strayed away from the Leonidas mode, whether it was the original PEDX05 up until the PEDX08, the origin, is like the floppy joints and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of promoting things like quote-unquote knockoffs and stuff like that, but at the same time, this one's a completely different deco that you're not going to find elsewhere, as well as the improvements on the joints and things like that. So I actually recommend this one. You know, if you're a toy collector, get toys, buy what makes you happy. If you're just playing against them, like knockoffs and things like that, or non-original properties, designs, etc., completely understandable. But in the comments and things like that, don't be toxic towards each other. It's not your place to tell other people what to buy. Just do you and do what makes you happy. But anyway, again, NeoArt Toys, Leonidas, their Beast Muscle series. This is the EVA color matching version. The full review and pictorial will be up on kumastyle.com. Just click the link in the description or this info button right here on the upper right hand corner. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. See you next review.